Whiskers was a gentle soul. A pristine white coat covered his lithe body. His emerald eyes held a perpetual innocence. He loved basking in the sunbeams that spilled through his human's kitchen window. Life was simple, peaceful.
But just beyond the warmth of those sunbeams lurked fear. Scar, a hulking Doberman with a jagged scar across his face, ruled the neighborhood. His bark was a thunderclap, his teeth gleaming daggers. Whiskers trembled at the mere mention of his name.
Well, if it isn't the little cotton ball.
Scar's gang, a motley crew of stray dogs, enforced his will. They terrorized the local cats, stealing their food and disrupting their naps. One day, Scar cornered Whiskers. His breath reeked of rotten meat.
Whiskers, humiliated and terrified, could only cower. He vowed then and there this would change. He would never be weak again.
The sunbeam no longer held the same allure. Whiskers was consumed by a burning desire for strength. He would transform himself. He would make Scar pay.
He started small. He practiced leaping onto higher fences, pushing himself further each day. His once leisurely strolls turned into rigorous sprints. He honed his reflexes by stalking butterflies, pouncing with newfound precision. He even started lifting pebbles with his jaw, building jaw strength.
Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Whiskers could feel his body changing. He was no longer the timid house cat. He was becoming something else, something powerful. Word spread through the feline grapevine of a white cat training with a ferocity rarely seen. A black cat, sleek as night, with eyes like molten gold, took notice. His name was Midnight. He was a legend in the alleyways, a lone wolf who feared nothing and no one. Intrigued, he decided to seek out this white whirlwind.
Not bad.
Midnight found Whiskers practicing his fighting moves, a whirlwind of claws and teeth. Midnight watched, impressed. He saw potential in the young cat, a fire that could be molded.
But you need to be smarter, not just stronger.
And so began their unlikely partnership. Midnight taught Whiskers the art of fighting dirty, how to use his agility to his advantage. He schooled him in the ways of the street, in the language of intimidation and power.
He taught him how to exploit weaknesses, how to turn fear into a weapon. But most importantly, Midnight taught Whiskers about strategy.
One cool evening, Midnight explained,
Scar maintains power through fear and intimidation. We need to dismantle his gang piece by piece.
They devised a plan. They would target Scar's lieutenants, turning them against each other, sowing seeds of discord within the ranks. Only then, when Scar was vulnerable, would they strike. Whiskers, now a formidable fighter with razor-sharp claws and a steely gaze, started recruiting. He sought out other cats, cats tired of living in fear, cats hungry for change. He offered them protection, a chance to fight back.
His charisma and newfound confidence drew them to him.
He was no longer Whiskers, the timid house cat. He was now Boss, a title whispered with respect and a hint of fear.
They called themselves the Alley Cat Mafia. They moved like phantoms in the night, disrupting Scar's operations. They ambushed food deliveries, chased away Scar's scouts, and left their mark, a single white claw mark, as a calling card. The reign of Scar was crumbling, and a new power was rising. The final confrontation was inevitable. Scar, enraged and humiliated, challenged Whiskers to a duel. The entire neighborhood gathered to watch.
Scar lunged, teeth bared.
Whiskers dodged, countering with a flurry of blows. Scars crisscrossed Scar's face as Whiskers fought with a ferocity born of years of pent-up anger. The once mighty Doberman was now wounded and tiring.
He whimpered, fear flickering in his eyes for the first time.
Whiskers stood over him, victorious. He could have finished him, but he saw the fear, the brokenness in Scar's eyes. He decided to show mercy.
With a final hiss, he let Scar limp away, defeated and dethroned.